Dear friends, today I want to talk to you about a topic that is often a bit uncomfortable to discuss, but it is fundamental for our well-being as we age: erectile dysfunction. I know it can be a source of shame for many, but my goal is to provide you with the tools and information you need to understand and face this challenge with as much peace of mind as possible. What I'm going to share today is specifically intended for those who have already surpassed 50 years of age, those who may have noticed certain changes in their intimate lives and are looking for ways to continue enjoying this essential part of our lives. We will address this topic with the respect it deserves, backed by serious studies and data that have been carefully researched by reputable medical professionals and psychologists. Comment 1 if you think this topic is worth discussing, or 0 if you think it's not that important. Before we dive in, don't forget to show me some love by liking and commenting on this video. By doing this, you're not only supporting my work, but also helping the algorithm recognize this content as valuable and share it with more people who need this information. So, can I count on your support? And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to hit that subscribe button by clicking the logo on the bottom right of this video. Let's dive in. Intimacy doesn't have to fade with age. With proper care, it can remain alive and meaningful as we grow older. It's natural for our bodies to experience changes, some more visible than others. Erectile dysfunction is one of those conditions that affects many men in their maturity. In general terms, it is estimated that about half of men over 50 experience some degree of difficulty in maintaining a firm and lasting erection. This is not a condemnation or something to be ashamed of. In most cases, it is simply a natural part of the aging process caused by a series of physical and psychological factors. To better understand what is happening, let's start with the basics. Erectile function is closely linked to blood circulation. Over time, our arteries may become less flexible or narrow due to plaque buildup, making it more difficult for blood to flow properly. Since an erection largely depends on blood flow, any condition affecting the blood vessels can have an impact. This is particularly relevant for those who suffer from conditions like hypertension, high cholesterol, or diabetes, conditions that become more common with age. For example, recent studies have shown that men with hypertension are up to 70% more likely to develop erectile dysfunction compared to those with normal blood pressure. The same applies to diabetes. Diabetic men are twice as likely to experience erectile problems compared to men without this condition. Another important factor is the role of hormones. Testosterone, which is a key hormone for male sexual function, tends to decrease as men age. However, not all men experience a significant drop in testosterone levels, but those who do may notice a decrease in sexual desire and sometimes greater difficulty responding to sexual stimuli. It's crucial to remember that desire is not simply a physical matter, it is also psychological and emotional. So these changes can influence more than one aspect of intimate life. However, we cannot overlook the psychological component of erectile dysfunction. This is where stress, anxiety, and depression play a significant role. Performance anxiety, the constant fear of not measuring up, can become a mental trap. When a man starts worrying excessively about failing during intimacy, his anxiety increases, which in turn makes it more likely to happen. Unfortunately, this cycle feeds itself. Social expectations also influence this issue. The false belief that intimacy must always involve an erection can place unnecessary pressure on both the man and his partner. It's essential to rethink this idea and understand that intimacy goes far beyond physical performance. The good news is that there are many solutions, both medical and therapeutic, that have been proven effective. First, let's talk about lifestyle changes. It's no secret that regular exercise and a balanced diet can work wonders for health. Activities like walking, swimming, or yoga not only improve circulation but also reduce stress levels, which in turn can have a positive impact on erectile function. Eating more fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats like olive oil also helps keep arteries clean and the heart healthy. Quitting smoking and reducing alcohol consumption are also important steps. Tobacco, for example, damages blood vessels, which can limit blood flow to the intimate areas. As for medical treatment, there are several options. Medications that improve blood flow to the genital areas are well known, but it's important to clarify that they are not a magic solution. These medications, while effective, must be prescribed by a doctor and taken with caution. as they can have side effects. Not all men are ideal candidates for these drugs, especially those with certain heart conditions or who take medication for high blood pressure. Are you with me? If you are, type 2 in the comments and let me know you're still watching. Hormone therapy is also an option for some men. If testosterone levels are particularly low, the doctor may suggest hormone replacement therapy, but always with close monitoring, as this treatment carries risks. Testosterone is not just about sexual desire. It also affects energy, mood, and bone health, so maintaining its balance is crucial for overall well-being. I can't stress enough the importance of communication within the couple. Sometimes the pressure to perform during intimacy can affect both the man and his partner. The key is to be open. Talk about what each person feels, what worries them, and what they both expect from their intimate relationship. It's important to remember that sexual satisfaction is not measured only by frequency or duration, but by emotional connection and shared pleasure. Intimacy and maturity can be as rich and meaningful as it was in youth, although perhaps in a different way. Caresses, tenderness, gestures of love, and mutual understanding are just as important as any other type of intimate interaction. For those who prefer a more natural approach, there are also devices like vacuum pumps that can help improve the body's response without the need for medication. These devices work by creating a vacuum around the intimate areas, increasing blood flow and facilitating an erection. While it may not be the most glamorous option, many couples find it to be an effective solution, especially when other methods don't work or aren't recommended. Now, I want to emphasize that erectile dysfunction is not something that should be faced alone. If you feel overwhelmed or insecure, seek support, whether through a sex therapist, a doctor, or a support group. It's important to remember that you are not alone in this. Sexual health is part of our overall quality of life, and there are many ways to improve it with the right help. Finally, I want you to leave with a clear idea. Erectile dysfunction in old age is not the end of a fulfilling sexual life. With the right information, open communication, and support from the right professionals, it is possible to continue enjoying rich, satisfying, and meaningful intimacy. Mature sexuality doesn't have to resemble that of youth, but it can be just as rewarding if approached with the right attitude. Remember, sexual well-being is a fundamental part of overall well-being. Don't underestimate the importance of taking care of yourself, both physically and emotionally. As we've explored today, erectile dysfunction is a challenge that many men face, but it doesn't have to define your life or your relationships. With the right knowledge, support, and tools, it's possible to reclaim confidence, intimacy, and fulfillment at any stage of life. If you found this discussion helpful and want to continue exploring ways to improve your health, well-being, and quality of life, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Here, we tackle important topics like this one with honesty, respect, and actionable advice to empower you on your journey. By subscribing, you'll join a community dedicated to fostering open conversations about health, relationships, and self-improvement. Don't miss out on valuable insights, expert advice, and practical tips tailored to your needs. Click the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated on new content. Let's continue this journey together because you deserve to thrive at every stage of life.